Welcome, 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 welcome back to my channel. This is Moments with Dammie. I create content relating to everyday life experiences, lifestyle, faith, and much more. Anything relatable. I mean, any content that you would find relatable and interesting to watch. Alright, so I want to say a very big thank you to my subscribers. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time of watching, welcome to the family. We are so large that we can accommodate you. We're so tiny that we can also still recognize you. Alright, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and also remember to drop a comment. Yes, that comment means a lot to me. Like, what are those things that you would like me to talk more about, or if there's something else you want me to discuss that I'm probably not discussing yet, just do me a favor by dropping that comment right under this video. So today I'm going to be talking about what I call why am I so emotional? Now, a lot of us are actually going through stuff like, our emotions are born out of sometimes our experiences in life, the things that we face either as, while growing up, those things that forms our personality. Now, considering the situation of the country at this time, a lot of people are actually going through stuff like, serious ones. But how do we respond to these things? Our means or our modes of responding to these things actually goes a long way. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. While growing up, I could remember vividly that I cried for almost everything. In fact, I don't know, just think of that thing like quite awkward for some people anyway, because they would most likely feel that why would you cry for everything? Like, if I find out that I'm actually looking for something and I cannot find it on time, I break down into tears. Sometimes when someone does something that annoys me, because I could not express myself properly, or just properly now, like I was kind of timid. So I'll just resort into crying, and I'll keep on crying like that. Different things. When I see a bad scenario, I cry. When I watch a movie, an emotional one like that, I cry, and stuff like that. Like, everything was just like an emotional tantrum here and there. So it got to a point, and I began to wonder, like, is this how I'm just going to continue? And I started wondering, like, what actually causes this emotional syndrome? Like, what actually makes some people more overly emotional than others? Then you find out that there's some different people. Like, for example, you go to a gathering and maybe some things happen along the way, and you find out that some people just take it like a norm, while some other people are they're just there, like they're just lamenting and trying to like feel pity for the person or for that particular situation. But yes, we have some people that are just there, like I don't want to overreact now they don't get emotional about stuff. Like, they, even when the situation calls for you to be emotional, they just come up like with this bold face, and they are like, should I say bold enough to like confront their fears. So now I started wondering, like, what exactly are those factors that actually contribute to our emotions, like that actually causes those emotional brouhaha that we experience. For some of us that experience it, because not everybody is as emotional. Although now that I'm quite I won't say I'm grown up already, now that I'm still growing anyway, I think there's a kind of decline in the rate at which I'm being emotional. I'm still emotional anyway, but not as horrific as it was while I was growing up. So I just noticed that there are certain things that gets me emotional, especially things that touches my heart, like things that actually touches my inner core. It gets to me, and I find out that when I shed those tears, sometimes or most times it actually makes me feel better. Like, I feel like a kind of burden has been lifted off my chest or my shoulders. So it kind of makes me feel relieved. Now, for those of you who are not as emotional as we are, or you are not even emotional at all, like how do you absorb shock? Like, what are those things that actually help you to be normal, quote and unquote, now? Like, you will not react to situation the way an emotional person will react to it. So I would like to know your thoughts about this. And trust me, I understand so well that there are times that being emotional will not help you in any way, like to actually make things worse than it is already. And there are times that we actually have to face our fears, like be bold enough to confront those things that actually makes you feel sad. Yes, quite understandable. We're actually working on it. So if you think that there are some things that you can do that can actually help people emotional to, like, to like, attain that eyes whereby they don't just throw themselves up, or they don't just give themselves into that situation, but they're able to, like, stand up to it and become a better person daily. I would like to know your comments. I would like to know what you think about this particular topic of mine. I would appreciate that you will drop a comment. Please drop a comment and let me know what you think about this topic. How can we deal with emotional issues? A lot of things contribute to emotional, being emotional and stuff like that. Now, how do we address it? How do we, like, bring this thing to a kind of a gauge whereby it does not become something that controls us? Because scripturally, we are meant to be in control of our emotions. Our emotions are not supposed to be controlling us at every point in time. So if you find out that you are just this person that every little thing gets to you, then we need the help of God. I trust the Holy Spirit to constantly help us in times like this, because that's what we need. There are times that we just cannot do some of these things ourselves. So we need the help of the Holy Spirit to, like, help us to be in control of our emotions, so that we don't just do things because our emotions say so. Alright, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I tried as much as possible to make it short, precise, and snappy. Alright, thank you so much. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, keep the fire.